Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. I have started and restarted this video so many times I cannot tell you how many times it was. And it's kind of hilarious and would make sort of a funny video just itself with all the things that happened. It's like a TV sitcom and it was fantastic. Or it was horrible, whichever one floats your boat. But this is a video about cards, and I thought this would be really helpful to the guys who are newer to the game, who don't know about this, and let them experience what happens here. So up front, I always tell people there's no guarantee of what you get. What you're going to see is a random example of what you can get. And then at the end, I'll give you my impression of where it falls on the statistical board, high, low, average, whatever. So if you're not interested in the risk factor, which there is a slight risk factor, then I say it's not for you. But we are gold farmers, meaning we handle our gold differently than normal people. It's a tool that we use for our own advantage. And one of the ways to do that is, if instead of buying gold for like 12,000 gold for $50, we'll go, let's buy cards and gamble that we get something better than that. Now, granted, we could do slightly worse too. So there's pros and cons, pluses and minuses. So I always tell this to people up front so they know what's going on. And I've had some great comments on videos like this where people say, wow, I saw this video and I learned about this and it worked out really well for me, XYZ. So what I tell people up front is I'll give you kind of the ballpark expected statistical average, and then you'll know when you get it what it is versus the statistical average, because I studied this. I graduated in math and in science from the University of Houston, so this is my area of expertise. That way what I'm saying is not just some random garbage. I'm aware of the mathematical situation, and I studied this before I did it because I'm not stupid. Okay, kind of obvious, right? So I'm not going to do it if this is ridiculous. It's like someone who tells you the classic line is, "Hey, I've got a new system for gambling on blackjack." Yeah, well, the house wins like 52 or whatever percent of the time. It's a hair, it's a slightly advantage to the house, okay? So that's the thing. If someone tells you something different, then the house has a slight advantage in blackjack, don't listen to him. He's completely wrong. Everyone knows this. Well, everyone who studied it knows this, and that's the difference. I've studied these cards. I know what happens and what can happen and what could happen and what might happen in general. But that's all good until you start busting cards, and then it's on. And whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Nothing you can do to stop it. You just cross your fingers, sit tight, and hope. So this is what we're going to do. And the thing is, this is from the Fishman himself. He got a blue pack of 30 cards. Now, I like this one because the odds for each card are 10%. So with any card you get, blue, red, black, doesn't matter. 10% that you're going to get a tank. The specialty cards like the lucky cards, mythology cards, pirate cards, those are different. But the standard red, blue, and black are 10%. So in a 30 card pack, you got 30 shots to get a tank. I've gotten myself anywhere from 1 tank up to 7 tanks, because even though statistically the average is 3, Anything can happen. It feels terrible when you get 1, trust me, but it feels great when you get 7. Okay. But like I said, I know up front, we're big boys. We know up front what's going on and what could happen. You could get 1. You could get 7. So, and I've got videos posted of 7 cards in a 30 pack on my channel. Check it out yourself. No hocus pocus, no funny business. So it is right there as it is. I don't edit the video in this regard. There's no hocus pocus. It just comes from them, and whatever happens, happens. So, Fish sent me the file of the cards opening. I haven't seen it myself. All I know is that he gets 3 tanks, which is the statistical average. So the statistical average for a blue pack of 30 is 3 cards that are tanks. The statistical average is that you're going to get 5,000 to 5,400 in gold coins. The rest is going to be some mixture of premium days and boosters. Silver booster, vehicle booster, commander booster, silver, and free experience. Some combination there, and these are very good. Now, statistically average pretty much for this pack, free experience is going to be around 14,000-ish. It could be high or low randomly. I've seen some, 8,000 up to like 27,000. I don't know why it fluctuates that wildly, but it does. So what I do is I focus really on 2 things, and it shouldn't be shocking. If it shocks you, then, okay, whatever. But this is how we evaluate this. And when I came up with this, it's an obvious evaluation. Everyone agreed with me because it's obvious. Your evaluation is gold and tanks. And in my perspective, everything else is completely transitory and temporary. So I don't go, I've seen guys do it and they calculate, well, I got this much silver, it's worth, whatever, dude. You're gonna blow the silver, you're gonna burn the boosters eventually. Days of premium come and go. Free experience comes and goes as well. Those are transitory, they disappear. I don't count those at all. Those to me are free bonuses. We're trying to hopefully get a break even or possibly better off of just gold and tanks. And that's the key. So now if you want something, this is a secret that I worked on this one, not a secret, but it's not well broadcast. But this blue card pack in American money is $40.03. Okay, that's the net cost. What is $40.03 in gold? It's like I think it's like 8,700. So if you want it, if you have no tolerance for risk and gambling, go buy 12,000 gold for $50. That's the safe way. You know exactly what you're going to get, and that's fine. That's nothing wrong with that at all. Not everybody has this proclivity to take the leap. The advantage of taking the leap is this. Now, you got to know something else about these cards, and that is the simple thing. What kind of card prizes are available? Now, this list is available from the website, and you can get there right there. We see where it says see the drop table at the bottom? This is Xbox. You hit the Y button. On PlayStation, it would be triangle. So you hit the button, and we're not going to go there. But there's a list for each one, blue, black, and red. On blue, there's 15 card prizes. On black, there's 15 card prizes. The card prizes are tanks. The reds, there's 30. So here's what separates the players, the men from the boys, as they say. Fish has all of the blue card prizes, as do I. So any tank that we see is automatically a gold refund for him, or for myself if I do it. Fish also has all of the black prizes. I do not. Therefore, I don't buy black cards. Red cards, he's got most of the prizes. I have none of those. Well, I have like 7 actually. 6 or 7, whatever it is. It's a very low number, not enough for me to invest in red. I do blue because that's where you get the most bang for your buck. Fish, has gotten some great black card packs. 5 cards, 5 prizes. That's outstanding. He also got 0. Okay. I know I was in the party when he's reading it off. Okay. I do study this and I pay attention. So in black cards, I have personally experienced 0 to 5. Now, I only bought black card once, and that was for a video of can the black cards pay out enough to buy the Iron Arnie tank? The answer is no, but it was close. Now, there's also, I've described what I call the special case. The special case is the tank refund for people who get a tank card of a tank they already have, and that's a refund, which is cool. If you had 5 of these prizes, but the 5 prizes were the ones that you drew, they're going to be refunds. If you got any of the other 10 tanks, they would not be refunds. So for the people who have partial prizes, you're going to get some refunds or not, depending. I can give you the way to calculate the odds. It's super easy for me as a math guy, but every time I try to describe it, it sounds like gobbledygook. And I'm like, I'm not even doing that. If you have a question, just send me a comment and ask me, hey, I have 5 tank prizes of the 15. What are my odds of getting a refund? Well, your odds would be 1/3 for each tank card prize you drew. That's the short answer. All right. So if you have 5 prizes of the 15 cards, every time you got a tank card that's in the pack that comes out as tank card, you're like, it's a 1 in 3 chance that it's a match. There you go. That's an easy answer. But if you have a different set of numbers, I'll give you that answer. It's no big. For me, it takes like 20 seconds. Okay, it's not a big deal. All right, so now we've covered all the expectations, et cetera, of the basic stuff. And I'm trying to make sure. I think we're ready to watch the video and see what in the heck he got and how lucky was he. Now, and the first thing is, I guess the other thing you need to know is of those prizes. Now, the thing is this. When you don't have that tank in the card that you get, it's all the same. It's free. Well, not free, but it's part of the package. All right. The Diamondback is just as likely as any of the other ones. But the Diamondback is the most expensive card. And it matters once you have prize cards in your stash already. So since the Diamondback is the most expensive one, that's the one that he's hoping to get, obviously. This is like back in the day when we would buy basketball cards. Well, I sure hope I get that Michael Jordan card. Well, of course you do. That's the way it is, okay? So Diamondback is number 1. Number 2 is the Banana Buster. Number 3 is, I think, what is number 3? Number 3 is the heavy tank number 6, which is the Japanese Tiger 1. Then there's the Poodle up there. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Number 3 is the Type 62 Chinese light tank. But those are the top 5 cards, all right? That's what you're hoping to get, at least one of those. All right, maybe 2 if you're lucky. What we don't want to see is several tier 3 garbage tanks, okay? Now, I guess there's something else we need to mention. The range of the cards in value is they're guaranteed to be 150 minimum for the gold. The most gold coins you can get from one card is 400. You can also get 1 or 3 days of premium, not 2. Don't ask me why. There's also a 5% chance you could get a blue card in a blue card. And technically, in a blue card, you can get blue, black, or red. What we call card in a card can be any color. Now, it's almost always blue. I'm just throwing this out there. Because yes, I've seen blacks and reds come out of there. It's a shocker, but it does happen. But the general population of cards, if you get card in the cards, 5%. And you would get like 250 gold plus silver plus a card, which those are awesome. The other most difficult item to acquire from these cards is the ×2 silver booster. It's less than 5, it's 4%. That's from the odds from the website. I don't know how they came up with 4.4%, but whatever. So basically, ×2 silver booster, very difficult to acquire in cards, but does happen and is actually more rare than tanks, but not worth as much. Whatever. So now we've covered everything. Now I'm going to get Fish's thing, and we're going to go and see what he got. I think it's killing me. That's probably killing you too by now. It's killing me worse. I've started this video like 6 times, I swear. All right, this is the Fish Man, starting out in 92.95. Okay, 150. This is what we call the booby prize. You're going to get a bunch of these. So 2,000 free experience is an awesome companion. Oh yeah, T29. That's a garbage tier 3. But it's 950 gold for that tank. And see, it tells you right there, 1,100. That's the 150 from the card plus the 950. So since 400 gold is the most gold you can get coin-wise, that tank is actually 1,100 total. Another booby prize. You know, and those are common items, ×2 vehicles and some generic free experience. ×4 commander, good. Again, basic 150 gold. More of the same, but 1,400 free experience is a nice companion to the 150 gold. But we know this is coming. This is part of the prize allotment. What is that? 1,600? Fantastic. Ba-ba-ba-bum-ba-bum. Again, pretty basic stuff. ×3 vehicle, common. 400 free experience, common as well. Doing 1,200, not bad. I mean, any of those free experiences, 1,000 or more, are good. Pretty basic stuff. Oh, high value gold, 275. That's very good. So to me, that's 150 plus 125, so it's plus 125 in the gold category. Another, average. 100,000 silver sounds like a lot until you realize that, you need 400,000 more to buy a equipment part. Well, good. Another high value, 275. So that's another plus 125. That's plus 300 over the basic. Is what that number is. Again, basic stuff, but 1,200 free experience is nice. One day of premium, which is good, but Fish has over 400 days of premium. He's not really hurting on the premium. But to normal people like us, it's really good. Hello, Banana Buster. That's a 6,600 jackpot tank. Jackpot! He's showing you the value. 6,750 is the 150 plus the 6,600 for the Banana Buster. Jackpot. Congratulations, Fish. That was awesome. All right, another basic, but 1,600. So that was super awesome. Good. A high value gold with a plus 100. So he's like plus 400 on the gold above normal. Well, plus the tanks. Those are separate. There you go, silver booster right there, baby. Outstanding. Yeah, card in a card. Yes, sir. All right, another basic, but with a good companion, 1600. He's gotten quite well in the free experience department. Another one of those, plus 125, plus 525. Oh, plus, I'm sorry, another two. Dudes are doing really good, actually. Oh, another silver booster, fantastic. So those cards are great. You know, the 150 gold with the ×2 silver booster is awesome. Yeah, this is basic stuff here, commons. The ×2 and ×3 vehicles are essentially common. Oh, Crafts Panzer IV. That's very good. Now, I don't know the value of this, but I think it's around 3,500. No, 2,300 is what that tank is. 2,450 total. So very good. Now, according to what he told me, those are the 3 tank cards he got. He's not getting any more tanks. 300 gold, that's fantastic. Three days of premium, which is really pretty hard to get. But again, at 420 days, yeah, whatever, dude. Another ×2 silver. That's fantastic. He really did well. Fish, this is way above average for a 3 tank draw. You know, for getting only 3 tank cards out of 30, he's gotten way above average because he got a butt kicker, meaning the Banana Buster. That's another average card that we know they're coming. There's nothing you could do. Oh, he got 4 tank cards. That's awesome. Tier 3 gross tractor. It's like 900. 950. Sorry, even better. Okay, that's cool. He got 4 tank cards, and he is done. All right, so I studied the numbers, got them in my brain. Fish did really well on free experience, somewhere in the neighborhood of 16 to 18,000. I didn't really pay that much attention to it. 4 tanks was great, and it was really funny. He invited me to a party, and I told him, I'm still working on your video. And I go, you lied to me. There was 4 tanks, not 3. He goes, oh yeah, the gross tractor. You forgot about it. I'm like, thanks a lot, dude. Make me look like a liar. But it's actually good because I told you he was doing well. He turned out to do even better than I anticipated. Because I was thinking this guy did good with 3 tank cards, and it was a 4th one. So you got 2 tier 3s. You got the tier 5 Crafts Panzer IV. I'll show you that one too. I have that tank. I have all those tanks actually, but and I showed you this is the big one, 6,600 gold refund for the Banana Buster. When I get cards, this is one of the ones I want because ta-da! This is the second best tank in the whole pack. Potentially, the Diamondback is a 9,700 refund if you get one. So that was awesome. His gold was like 16,200. So what he did was about 54 or 5,500 on the coins. Let's just go with the extreme and say he got 5,500 in coins. I didn't do the nitpicking technical because his net was 16,200, which was a terrific score. So just a second. Actually, it looks like This is just from my memory. He got like 10,000 and change. So he actually got like 6,000 in coins, which was he did better than average in coins as I anticipated. It seemed like he was doing well. He did better in coins. He was about plus 500 in coins, and then another 10,000 plus in tank refunds, which is jackpot. Okay, and that's where you jackpot. So he paid $40.03. $40. He got boosters, some days of premium, which he doesn't care about because he got so many, as you saw, a bunch of free experience, and he got gold. 16,200 gold. The normal person is going to get 5,000 to 5,400 gold coins plus an average of 3 tanks. Cross your fingers, you never know. Your average is one. What is it? Yes, it's one. Actually, 1.5 card in a card because it's 5%. So you get 1.5 card in a card average. So how do you get 1.5? You get 1 sometimes. You get 2 sometimes. You get 0 sometimes. You get 4 sometimes. I've seen anywhere from 0 to 4. I'm sorry, 0 to 5 card in a cards in a pack. And one of the things about card in a card is great. You get 250 gold and then another shot to get another prize, which is awesome. So statistically, and this is just a casual statistical observation, he did better than average on gold. Plus, he was +1 above average on tanks. He got 4 instead of 3. Very good. Then you have to look at, well, which ones did he get? If he got 4 tier 3s, it would have been like, okay, decent, right? But he didn't. He got the number 2 card, which is awesome. And that's the key. So he raked it in. On a scale of 10, 7.5. Sounds about right. Maybe an 8, 7.75. He's 7.5. I would say ballpark 7.5 out of 10 for sure. This is a very good pack. On average 5 is going to be 3 tanks, 1 decent one. Certainly Banana Buster is not going to be, if you got Banana Buster and 2 junk tier 3s, okay, that would still be better than a 5 in my opinion. So, the Crafts Panzer and 2 tier 3s, that's a 5 to me. But he got the Banana Buster, and that jacks it up, like I said, 7.5 or more out of a 10. That's a really good result that you saw here. Don't buy this pack and assume you're going to get this. This is not what you assume you're getting. This is I hope to get this. This is a hope. You're like, okay, I'm going to get, around, 5,400 ballpark gold coins average. 3 random tanks average. Cross your fingers. Now, you guys most likely don't have every prize here. So literally what Fish does here, or what I would do here, we're doing gold farming. Every tank we get is a prize. Now, you never see a 10. A 10 is going to be like Diamondback, Banana Buster, Type 62. Those are the top 3 tanks in the set. That's a 10. Okay, that's a 10 result. Yeah, you're not going to see. My friend Coasty, he got close. He got close. He got a Diamondback and 2 other high tier. I want to say he got 3 of the top 5, including the Diamondback, the number 1 tank. He got good, but it wasn't a refund for him. He didn't have he didn't have 3 of those tanks. He got 4 tanks and got 3 tanks he didn't have, which was awesome. So he got probably a 9 out of 10 on what he got. So I've seen some even better ones than this. This was really good, though. This is, I mean, really, really good. So this is one. It's so good. What I have to tell you, don't expect to see this. Would I love to see this? Oh, absolutely. And it would be fantastic that you could get this kind of result. You probably won't, but you can get good results that are not this result. So that's the thing. Just because you don't get this result doesn't mean you got a bad setup. I'm telling you, this is 7.5 or better out of 10. Really, really good. So, and you could actually get better. And again, now that's going to be subjective. Because if you get tanks that you don't have already, that's jackpot, like my friend Coasty got. He jackpotted. He got 3 tanks he didn't have, which was awesome. So he super scored. And again, if you're happy, that's the only thing that really matters. But I just give you the kind of objective. I've studied the results of these cards, etc., etc. And Fish really, knocked one out of the park here, no question. But you could do better than this too. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to be even keel. I thought it was a terrific pack. I'd be thrilled to pay $40 and get 16 grand in gold, because what he got was like 75 plus bucks worth of gold, plus the bonus items you saw there. And then there's the excitement factor, which is always fun. So there's all kinds of ways that you have fun doing this. If you do this and you, pardon me, if you record it like he did, or if you do it in a party, which we've done, it's way fun because everybody's rooting for you. Your friends are like, dude, that was awesome. I mean, when I opened a couple of cards, Fish was like, diamond back, that, chanting. It was fantastic. So there's a lot of fun that you could have if you have a party of friends and you want to do a card opening party. It is kind of a party. So it's just like this, except without the video. Here we have the video, and I give you the analysis to give you a ballpark to help you look at this and go, man, that's good. Which, of course, we can all understand that. Hey, there's my friend Einer. I'll tell you a story about him that was really good. But you never know what you're going to get. So you cross your fingers, take your chances. When I got my Banana Buster, it was fantastic. I was lucky. And that's the thing. Sometimes you get lucky. You never get lucky just buying gold. But then again, you never get unlucky either. So, I got to tell you the pros and the cons. And that's the difference. I'm not trying to be a shill and say, hey, go do this. You're going to get rich, etc. Because that's not really going to happen. You're going to get something different than what Fish got, or what I got, or what anybody else got. And that's okay. That's part of the fun. When you've, look back, hopefully you have, like examples where you got long haul cards. You got something great out of there. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it happens, it's awesome. And that's why I do these when I get a chance to do these videos, because I help people realize that this is actually beneficial. You get to see what comes out. You just hear about it like, well, 25 plus 5 bonus. It sounds pretty good. I don't know if it's too good to be true, because that's the kind of times we live in. You got a chance to really do well. You always do good. I mean, you always do solid. Even the low end results which are quote bad only because we see this Fish result. It's fantastic. We're like, we're hopeful. We see this and go, man, I could get that maybe. And I know my training says, no, you're not getting this, stupid. But I still say, yeah, I could get this. No, I mean, I know what the deal is. I go, it's a possibility. In fact, heck, I've gotten better than this. So it works both ways. I've gotten worse than this, and I've gotten better than this a couple of times. Hey, so it's there. And it's one of those things, you take your chance, and whatever happens, happens. Don't be crazy. Just be realistic. If you're realistic and go, look, man, he told me expect about 5,400 gold coins. Expect an average of 3 tank cards. Could be more, could be less, could be high value, could be low value. You know, you might get, you're expecting really 1 card in a card per pack. You might get none. You might get 3 or 4. Who knows? It's luck of the draw. And that's the thing that makes it good, because if you get a great card like this Banana Buster, actually, let me show you the other ones too. This is the Type 62 light tank, Tier 7. This is the number 3 card in the set. I don't remember exactly what the value is, but I want to say it's about 6,000 gold. So this is really one of the prizes you're really looking forward to if you've acquired it elsewhere, possibly in the Year of the Rabbit challenge was operation. That was one way. Let me show you a couple of the other high value cards that come in this set. But like I said, this is number 3. Number 1 is the Diamondback. I'll better show you that one first. All right, this is the number 1 prize card, the Diamondback. It's a 9,700 gold Tank Destroyer Tier 8. I did not get this from a card. I traded in one of my Tier 9 tanks for it. That will never be in a card for this one, because if I get a Diamondback card, it's a 9,700 refund. So that's why I traded a tank to get this. I traded a tank I don't want and will never use and will never generate 1 gold coin for this tank, which could potentially generate up to 9,700 gold. So that's why I got this one. Now the next one I'm going to show you is the Crafts Panzer IV. Okay, this is the Crafts Panzer IV. This is the one that Fish got. 2,300 gold for this tank. Very good tank. Got this in a bundle, which was fantastic. So a nice tank to get in a refund card for sure. That Crafts Panzer IV was a Tier 5. This is a Tier 6 Poodle, which is the same Panther tank as the French Bretagne. There's another one that the name escapes me, but they're basically all the same tank. So these are the top prize cards for the blue cards for the rest of the Valiant season, just to give you a heads up. So Fish got, like I said, he got the number 2 card, and he got the Crafts Panzer IV, which is good. It's a 2,300 gold. 6,600 for the Banana Buster. Absolutely score. So a terrific set of cards for Fish. Now, again, I must reiterate, it is gambling. You're not going to do the same as Fish. You could do better. You could do the same level of, rarity. You're probably going to do less well than him, but he got 4 tanks. So you could get some good tanks and you only get 3, and you're doing technically worse than him. Again, remember, he has all these prizes, as do I. So everything we get, every tank we see is a refund. If you're not that way, but you get tanks that aren't refunds, that's a jackpot bonus for you, that we've already been through that. So there's acquisition of new tanks that you don't have for dirt cheap, and that's dirt cheap. Because you could look at it this way. Let's say you bought a pack of cards and you got 3 tanks you didn't have. It doesn't matter what they are. They cost you $40 plus the gold and whatever bonus items, boosters, etc. you got. You couldn't buy those tanks for that price. Let me show you something in the store. Okay, so the reality here is you see this gold 6,500 gold pack. That is a $30 pack plus tax, like $32.50 or whatever. So the Banana Buster is 6,600. So it's another 100 gold on it. It's like the Banana Buster runs about $34 in real world American cash. That's to give you kind of a dollar amount of what kind of luck he got on that tank. Blammo, there you go. So just one of those things. Like I said, he got over 10,000 gold in tanks. Look at that. To pick up the 4 tanks, if you want to just buy those 4 tanks, now you'll spend more than you'll probably spend $50 trying to piece it together, buying, let's call it 10,000. It was a little bit more than that, but 3,000 plus a 6,500, that's $45. And you're going to spend basically another $5 over here. You're going to spend $50 one way or the other. So you would just buy, if you want to buy those 4 tanks he got, you could pay $50 for 12,000 gold. But he got all those boosters for free, and they charge for those, and they're not cheap. They rack up the price. So this is the thing. When you use boosters, buying the card packs is your friend because you don't have to buy boosters. You get card pack boosters and operations boosters like we have in the Dream Machines. I've been buying ×4 commander boosters. Fish has been buying those as well because those dudes individually, when you run out of those in your garage, you hit this Y button, you see these boosters. When you run out of these ×4s, they're 103 gold. Like I'm out of the ×2 free experience boosters. Those are 3 gold. They're not free. That's expensive. They don't even sell ×2 boosters. You get those from other things. They sell those in the big packs, 50 or 100. Okay, or they give those to you as far as operations or cards or what have you. But when these are gone, you can't buy these individually. When they sold them in a 100 pack, it was $93.50. That's 93.5 gold per each one of these times 100. It's $93.50 gold. So I'm just telling you, boosters are expensive. They would sell the ×2 booster individually if they sold it for somewhere in the neighborhood of $150 to $180. Just letting you know what the story is for those boosters. The boosters are expensive. They're worth gold because they do things for you, and you need to learn to use them properly. So that's the thing. Like I said, Fish for sure 7.5 out of 10. Might even go a little bit higher because he did really, really well. So don't look to copy Fish. This is like an example, like what can happen. And it can even happen better. It's all going to be relative. If you get things that you don't have and wanted, then it goes up for you. Okay? So when like when I got Banana Buster, I've been hearing Banana Buster this and Banana Buster that from Wrong Way and Fish. So when I got it, dude, I'm thinking I jackpotted. Okay, and I got it. I played it. That tank was awesome. So that's the thing. It's very subjective, and you can get some things you don't want, and that seems less. You're going to get some things you do want if you do, and that makes it better. I'm just saying, now Fish already had all those tanks, so it doesn't matter. For him, it's just about dollars and cents. 7.5 to me out of 10 is a correct evaluation for him or me. For you, it could be 8 or more because it could have had things that you wanted, like Crafts Panzer IV is a good one. The Gross Tractor and the T129 are kind of, the T29 or 129? T29. Those are cheapo tanks. They're $950 gold each. They're like, hey, they're still better than any. You can't get more than 400 gold coins in a card, so they're $950 gold coins is what those were. Those are great. When you look at that way, you go, man, those cheap tanks are good. Okay, so those are good, solid tank prizes. But the winners, the Banana Buster is an absolute super winner. And the Crafts Panzer IV is no slouch himself. So he did really great. You could do better subjectively by getting things that are better for you. But it's a gamble. It's going to be, plus here, minus there, whatever. So I want you to have a full knowledge. That way you can't say, "Oh man, Dookie told me to buy those cards." I didn't tell you to buy cards. I never said that. I said this is the situation. You got to weigh the consequences, risk and reward. If you want to take the risk, you can get a reward for that. You don't always get it. Sometimes you get it. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get extra, whatever. So I'm always trying to be even keel right down the center. You could do this or you could do that. If you want the safe way, just buy the 12,000 gold, call it even, and don't think twice about it. This kind of gambling is not for everyone, but it's for us. Okay, that's all of our crew is that same way. Myself, wrong way, Armored Wraith, Fish, Top, Coasty. We've all done this because we all understand what's going on, and for us, it's beneficial. It's worked for us. Coasty, man, you got some great stuff, I'm telling you. So that's the thing. And we share this information so we know what it is. And hopefully you guys that had good results or bad results, man, write these down. Tell us, post your comments, let people know, good, bad, or mediocre, what you've done. Because, I mean, we've all gotten some that were kind of not that great. And then I got some that were just phenomenal. So me, it's a net positive for me every time. Even if I get a quote unquote bad result that's not great, I'm still doing okay. I'm really not hurting. So that's the thing. I mean, you got to take into account the good and the bad. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Please leave a like for this video. It will really help people see it. And the more people that see it is the more people that have a chance to be a subscriber. So being a subscriber is the best thing you can do for me because it's free for you, and that's awesome. And as my subscribers will tell you, I appreciate you guys. You guys have been awesome, and it's been really helpful, and I hope I helped you with this video because that's why I have subscribers, is because I help people with videos. So I've got to go do some more stuff. My voice is going out, and I will see you guys later. If you get some cards, best of luck to you.